Hi everyone, my name is Lori, my nickname is Reenie, and I'd like to welcome you to Reenie Bobini Creations. If you're new to my channel and you're just coming by the first time, welcome. I do hope you like what you see. If you do, please consider subscribing and giving it a big old thumbs up and sharing with your fellow crafters. If you are already one of my subscribers or you've been before, I have kind of fallen off the grid there for a little while. I had some life moments that happened, and unfortunately I do still have a 9-to-5 day job, and something just couldn't fit, and I was very sad that it was my craft channel. Sometimes I think that it keeps me sane when things get crazy, but it was just that thing that I just could not fit in. So I'm back, hopefully for good, barring any more unforeseen minor catastrophes in my world, and we'll just carry on. So today we're going to do St. Patty's Day craft. We are going to create this little guy. He's my St. Patty's Day gnome. He's get your Irish on, I guess. So let me stop yakking at ya and we'll jump right into the craft. Alright, so for today's craft we are going to get our Irish on. We're going to do something for St. Patty's Day. So this isn't actually a sock, but you're going to pretend it is. It's -25 where I live, and I'm not running to the store today for a sock. So I just had some stretchy fabric that's kind of sock material that I'm using. But you're going to need a sock would be the best. You're also going to need some rice. Whoops. So I just found the cheapest bag of rice I could find. I got a bigger one because I'm going to make a bunch of different ones of these over the time here. So just whatever you have on hand for rice would be fine, or you can just pick up the cheapest brand because it doesn't need to taste good. So to start, I'm going to take my sock, and you can use a cup, a measuring cup, whatever. I'm going to tuck it inside and pull the edges over just like that. Okay, so now we're going to get our rice, and this one has a zipper and it's not very zippery. Oh, there we go. So just the measuring cup, I'm going to kind of hold it. Yes, it makes a mess. Just pushing it in just to let it stretch out a bit. I'll just do a couple more. There we go, that's what we want. So now, usually I use a regular old elastic band, but apparently I'm out, so I'm using a hair elastic. But just if you have the regular ones that probably work a little bit better than these ones, well, this will do the trick for us. Alright, so there's our little gnome. Make sure he's in there good. There we go. And this gives us, you can kind of shape him a bit and everything else. So the next thing I'm going to do for this guy is these are, they're actually pantyhose that I found at the dollar store. As you can see, I've used them for other projects. So I'm gonna cut the leg off because I want the bottom to be on, and this one is cut at both ends, so that's not gonna work for us. But if just use what you have. If you have some green fabric, you can paint something on, you know, whatever you've got in stash. But if you go to your dollar store, these will be in there, and these are awesome for this. So I'm just going to slide my pantyhose over my gnome. Just like that. We'll stand them up. And then I'm going to cut the excess off. And then we'll just set that aside for another project. So that's our gnome so far. Now I have this, it's actually a handle off of something, but I think I'm gonna turn it into his Irish hat. Now obviously we don't want it to be blue, blue's not the color we're really going for. Sorry, I hope you can see that. My camera is moving. There we go. So I'm actually going to paint it green, but because it's plastic, the paint won't stick real well. So the first thing I'm gonna do is actually just Mod Podge some tissue paper all around it. And then we will turn it into an Irish hat. So just regular tissue paper. All right, so we got our Mod Podge, our little hat, and again, you can use a toilet paper roll would work just fine for this. Anything you've got that would be that shape. If you even have some sort of a container, even like a yogurt container might be kind of cute to do, but whatever you have. And because I have green tissue paper, I'm going to use it. I'm still going to paint it, so you know, whatever you have on hand again for that would be fine. Time for some more of that. Okay, so then I'm just going to cover the whole thing and the rim down here as well. Alright, so while our hat is drying, we're going to work on our little gnome guy here. So to start with, I've got this roll of fur, again, $4 at the dollar store. I've already used quite a bit of it, but I want my beard to be a little bit wider than that, so I'm going to double it up. So I'm just kind of going to measure them like that. And I'm going to trim him off. Now when you're working with fur, to keep the fluffiness, you kind of want to make yourself like a seam. Just pull the fur back as best you can. It won't be perfect, but it will help keep the length, I guess, of all the fur. I'm going to press that back. Oh, there's my scissors. And I'm going to just trim them off. Now it is messy, it will come off, just know that. Then I'm going to find the halfway mark again and do the same thing. Start pushing the fur out of the way so I keep the length of them. This is just a little trick I've learned dealing with this stuff, that yeah, if you don't do that, it kind of doesn't come out perfect, I guess. Not that we're going for perfection, but it looks funny. Okay, that's what we want. So that's better, I'm going to put them on the back together and glue them together. And to do that, you can just use tape, I'm sure, but I'm going to use some felt, just a strip of felt to hold them together there. So there's my strip of felt, and I'm just gonna, with my glue gun, I'm gonna make sure they're pushed together so I don't have a funky seam. And between that, you might get a bit, but we'll fluff it and do our best to hide it. The nose is going to go up here, so I'm not too concerned about that. So that's kind of more what I'm looking for, but I want them to be rounded. So again, I'm going to push the fur aside and make me a bit of a seam, a spot where I can cut without losing my length. Like that, and we'll do kind of the same thing on the other side here. There's our beard, or our guy. Now you can just keep messing with this until it gets kind of where you want it, but that's our beard. Now our nose is going to go there, so I am going to cut a little V where the nose is going to go. About right. Now I am not going to glue him together until our hat is done and dry, because I'm going to want to see how far down he needs to be. Now this may become part of his hair. I'm not sure if we're going to do that yet or not. It depends how the hat fits. So I'm going to wait, as I said, until my hat is ready to put them together. And then once the hat's dry, we'll give it a paint and we'll put it together. So I will come back to you when that's done. So it's all dry now. Just going to give it a paint. I've got this emerald green metallic that I'm going to use. So I'll get it painted up, and when we're done that step, we'll come back and put her together. Alrighty, so our little hat is all painted with the metallic green. I'm going to give it a gold brim, just using my glue gun. Again, that's just ribbon I've got from the dollar store. So there's that, and then I have these little foam shamrocks that I thought would be a nice adornment for our hat. And they're already sticky. Again, just dollar store items. So now we're going to add the hat, and on that, that's going to also hold up our pantyhose. I'm just going to shape them a little bit. I'm going to put just a bit of glue here just to help hold things in place a bit while I do that. So now I'm just going to add some glue all the way around in here. And now I'm just going to fit it over top. So that's our guy so far. So now it's time to add his beard. So to do that, I'm going to tuck it, but I'm going to keep tucking it up and under the hat. And now we're going to add his nose in there, so that'll really sort of bring him to life and hold everything in place. And then we can, oops. Sorry, his nose took a dive. So yeah, we're going to just glue his nose on. So there he is, all done. I'm thinking, kind of wanted something smaller than that because I was going to maybe put a couple of things in his beard, but I kind of like him just like that. Getting your Irish on. So I will take a couple of pictures of him all done, and I hope you enjoyed this project. This was super easy, and I think the result was super cute. So here he is all done, our cute little Irish guy. I did go ahead and put those shamrocks on the side just so you could see how he'd look with them. Let me know what you think, with or without. But he was a real fun little guy to make, and I really enjoyed it, and I hope you did too.